And we are live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to meeting number 422 of Turning Point Toastmasters. I am Megha Bansal, surgeon at arms for today. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. You are now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmasters meeting. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and that it may not be possible to pause the recording. There are certain rules to be followed by each one of you. For the audience, please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in removal from the meeting room without any warning. Please ensure that your noise making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, and politics in your speeches. As far as possible, please keep your videos on, audio off, and applause flowing throughout. Be the kind of audience for others you would like to have for yourself. Now, certain rules for the role players. TMOD, TTM, and General Evaluator. Please ensure a smart audio and video check before handing over to respective role players. Each role player, please rename yourself as role you are playing underscore your name. And acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. The timer will use background change or screen sharing to indicate time using one of three cards. The green card will mean that you have reached the minimum qualifying time. Yellow indicates that it is a good time to start concluding. Red specifies that you have 30 seconds more or you will be disqualified. Individual session timings will be explained by our timer today in due time. Now, certain general rules for everyone onto the stage. We encourage you to use the Zoom emoticons generously to encourage role players. We request sincerely not to send chat messages to everyone or the speaker on stage. Polls will be launched after each section and they will be closed after 30 seconds. So, do vote for the person you like the most. Now it's time to introduce the presiding officer for today, who is none other than Toastmaster Aina Gupta. Introducing Toastmaster Aina, at professional front, she is an assistant professor and researcher. She's a gold medalist in mathematics and a proud author. At the personal front, she is my friend for life. Her positive approach towards everything that comes across makes her so inspiring. She has that magnetic personality, and each one of you who knows her can vouch for it. Now, with a big, big round of applause, let's welcome onto the virtual stage Toastmaster Aina Gupta.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Megha. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Megha? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, guests and fellow Toastmasters from whichever part of the world you have joined us from. Welcome to the Turning Point Toastmasters. Whether you are here to practice speaking, improve leadership skills, or just soak in the energy, you are in the right place. In Toastmasters, every meeting is a unique experience, part practice, part performance, and always full of learning and fun. Before we dive into today's fun, a quick reminder to silence your phones unless your ringtone is the Game of Thrones theme. In that case, we will just make you the grammarian of the day. Also, please make sure your cameras are on and your smiles are ready. And we give your full attention to our brave speakers who will be stepping up today. You know what is the best part of any Toastmasters meeting? Anyone? Any guesses?
Chit chatting, discussion
Any
after
guesses? Anyone
9 p.m.
else? That's chit chatting.
Team or theme?
Okay, theme or theme? Yes, of course, it's fun theme. Okay, for me, the best part of any Toastmasters meeting is seeing the smiles on my friends' faces. Whether they are my oldest friends or someone whom I have just met. Speaking of that, today we have one beautiful guest with us, Shreya Bhalotia. Shreya, Will it be possible for you to unmute yourself and turn on your
Yes,
video?
yes. Hi, all of you. I am Shreya. I am from North Kolkata
Hi,
Toastmasters Club.
hi Shreya. Hi
I am
Shreya, how are
sorry.
you?
I am good. I am sorry for the background. This was on another Toastmasters meeting.
It's completely okay. Welcome to the Turning Point Toastmasters.
Thank you.
Will you please tell us how did you hear about us and
Okay,
a little bit about yourself, please?
sure. Okay, so I am Shreya Bhalotia. I am from Kolkata. I am from the club North Kolkata Toastmasters Club. I came to know about you all from another Toastmaster. He's from Delhi, Toastmaster Shraddha, and I am currently pursuing my career in finance.
Welcome, Shreya. We welcome you to the Turning Point Toastmasters, and it is so good to know that our club is doing so well, that the word is spreading, and people from Calcutta are joining us. And
Definitely,
part,
I'll recommend you all to others too.
yes, please, that would be great. Thank you so much. And we have some old faces. I would like to welcome Ravi, Rohan, Priyesh, Utkarsh, and Megha. Please give a huge round of applause for all the old members who have joined us after so long. All right, now let's get to the heart of the today's meeting. Let's be honest, we have all played games, right? Some of us are board games pro, some of us like video games, some play mind games. Professionally, games can be competitive, strategic, and sometimes we can create very unique excuses like, I didn't lose, I was just testing a new strategy, right? But on a serious note, they teach us a lot: how to win with humility, how to lose with grace, and how to bounce back when life flips. In Toastmasters, we play too. We play with words, with ideas, and sometimes our timing device when we get just 10 seconds. Okay? Talking about games, we are going to explore how life itself is a series of moves, plays, passes, and power ups. And with this spirit, let's begin today's session. Please join me in welcoming the game master of today's meeting, our very own Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravi. Besides his professional work, Ravi is a certified yoga teacher and long walk enthusiast. He's passionate about chess, and he has recently his thoughts started sharing his thoughts and learning on his LinkedIn profile. We welcome you, Ravi, and Ravi, a quick audio video check.
I'm audible and visible.
Yes, you're audible and visible. Ravi, let the games begin. Over to you.
Thank you, Aina, for a beautiful introduction. What you have read so beautifully. So, hi everyone. My name is Ravi Bhardwaj, and today I was thinking what to do. I got a message from Aina that I have to take that role. So I was thinking, okay, Aina has. There is a lot of pressure, Aina. Let's calm that out and take that pressure on me and take TMOD. And what was the option for me? Well, the previous game which I have played, and all of you means who have been there have enjoyed that. So let's start that game and enjoy this meeting. And why I come with that games was very, you can say that with the thought that most of the meetings are on educational purpose. Everyone try to teach someone about something or other things. But most of the time we forget that we are here to make fun, enjoy this process. So that's why I gave with the games. And I would like to invite three volunteers from you. Let me pick it because I need experienced one to show how this game will be played. So yeah, I mean, first option is Utkarsh. So He was just relaxing. Mega. And yeah, Rohan, you want to try?
Yes. What it is?
Okay, so
Ravi, we have Priyesh as well. Don't leave him out.
okay, great, great. No, let's take Krish because Rohan has to think about the speech also, na. So let's
No
take
problem. Okay.
Utkarsh, Mega, and Krish on Spotlight, please. Tech Master, please spotlight them.
Oh.
So the game is very simple, and if you were in that meeting, you already know it. The game was to say one word at a time, and you have to make a sentence. Okay. So like how it plays. For example, Utkarsh will say I, Mega will say will, and then Priyesh will say run. So in this way, you have to make a sentence out of it, and you have to stay continuously to make another sentence and sentence and sentence. So I will go to park and have an ice cream, any random thing, but you have to don't think too much of grammar because I do not know about much grammar. So avoid using that. But yeah, enjoy that process. And being experienced, I have a little challenge for you. You do not use three words in this. And, but, or. Remember, you cannot use and, but, or. So let me give you the order. So Mega will be the first, Priyesh will be the second, and Utkarsh will be the third, and then uh, rotation wise. So then Mega, then Priyesh, and then Utkarsh.
Uh,
So
just just one more
yeah,
thing, Ravi. Megha will make a sentence, and then I have to use which
no,
word to
you
make.
she will just say one word like Priyesh walk. Like she will say Priyesh, you say the next word walk. Utkarsh will say towards. So like this, you have to make a
Oh,
sentence of.
cool. Awesome.
Got it? Priyesh,
Yeah.
Mega, Utkarsh, and yeah, you cannot take more than 2 seconds. You will be disqualified. And after this game, I have already mentioned one of the previous meeting also that the winner will get the Mercedes from Utkarsh. So give your best. Okay.
Then why am I even playing if I am getting Mercedes? Why am I playing?
You have to save your Mercedes first of all.
Good.
Okay. So yeah, let's start with the Mega. Mega, start.
Once,
Upon,
Uh,
time,
there,
I
lion,
walking,
eating,
sleeping,
in,
my house,
he,
was,
snoring,
it,
through.
Disqualified. Please, you are taking lots. I mean, I have ignored many times, but yeah,
Okay.
sorry to say, but yeah, well try. Yeah. Well done, well done. So out of two, let's see who win the Mercedes. So
a new sentence or
Mega,
the old one?
old one. Now Utkarsh, I mean, you have to just switch between both of you. Uh,
Okay.
Utkarsh will be the first, and then Mega will be the second. Okay. So Utkarsh, start.
I
Was,
mad,
At.
Megha Bansal.
Also,
Because
she
is
sleeping.
and
Wrong. Wrong. Disqualified and cannot be used.
okay.
Mega Bansal, congratulations for
So
their
when will I
Mercedes.
have Mercedes?
You will get in next janam.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, well done. Thank you, Mega and Utkarsh. So like this, you will have that games. I think I can have one game. Let's start with let's go with a one game and then we will invite our general evaluator. No, I think it's 15. So let's invite our general evaluator. So before that, uh, we came to our formal meeting in Toastmaster where we have three parts. We have three prepared speaker, our table topic section, and the evaluation part. For so for the evaluation, we have our general evaluator Priyesh Singh. Let's welcome Priyesh on the stage. So before that, let me introduce Priyesh. He is pursuing a master degree at Duke University. He has 3 to 4 years of experience in analytics, consulting, product management, and portfolio management. He is a fitness enthusiast and he has joined Toastmaster to sharpen his public speaking skill and overcome stage fear. So, welcome, Priyesh. Uh, can you check your audio and video?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and our guest. And in Toastmaster, we truly believe that our best one is the next one, and that's why every speech we give at Toastmaster, we try to evaluate and we try to improve for the next one. And as the general evaluator, my role is to evaluate today's meeting. And to help me in this role, there are a couple of other team as well that I'll be calling upon. Um, uh, so first, let me call the grammarian to explain his role, which would be Utkarsh.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I will be your grammarian of the day. I'm pretty sure that great speakers are not only judged by what they say, but how effectively they say it, and it's also about how they deliver it through proper vocabulary, pronunciation, and possibly correct English. I will keep a tab as a grammarian on all the good usages and as well as not so good usages when it comes to your grammar, your pronunciation, in your speeches. But for now, it's my duty to apprise you with the word of the day. The word of the day today is maneuver. Maneuver. It kind of relates to the theme of the meeting, which is all about games. So, maneuver means to move or act with skill and strategy, often to achieve a goal or to overcome an obstacle. To give you some illustrations with respect to examples, I will give it in with respect to Toastmasters usage. So, we can say, as a Toastmaster, you often need to maneuver your speech content based on your audience's reaction or their potential. Maybe another one would be the table topic master showed great maneuvering skills by adjusting the questions based on each speaker's comfort level. I request everyone to use the word of the day as much as possible because that's how we learn to apply the usage of new words learned. I request everyone to also encourage and show appreciation for anyone who uses the word of the day by either using the thumbs up emoticon or showing a thumbs up literally if your video is on. I will also write the word of the day in the chat box for everyone's perusal, and I will be back, guys, to present my report when called upon by the general evaluator towards the end of the meeting. But for now, I hand it over back to Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Kush. And for the next one, the counter tracks the use of verbal pauses, those and that comes with our with us, and while we think what we say the next thing. And our counter is sadhana. And do you like to explain your role?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I'll be serving as a counter, and my role and responsibility is to listen to every speech and take note of the crutch words or filler words like and the overused words like, so, but, and take a note of all those overused words and filler words. And I'll be presenting a report at the end of the session when called upon to do so. Thank you so much, and over to you,
Okay.
General Evaluator. Yeah.
Okay, and it is also important to get our message in the allowed time and for the meeting to run according to the schedule. And I'd like to call upon our timer, Anna Gupta, to explain her role.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Piyush. Once again, good evening, everyone. I am serving as the timer for today, and I will be showing the timing cards, red, green, and yellow. First, let me share my screen first. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
So I will be displaying the green card when in the prepared speech, I will be showing the green card after 5 minutes, yellow card after 6 minutes, and red card after 7 minutes. For icebreaker, I will be showing the green card after 4 minutes, yellow card after 5 minutes, and red card after 6 minutes. For table topics, I will be showing green card after. For evaluations, I will be showing green card after 2 minutes, yellow card after 2.5 minutes, and red card after 3 minutes. And I will be sharing my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Priyesh.
Thanks a lot, Anna. And beside these, we have three evaluators for our three speeches today. We have Anshuman Mishra, who will evaluate the speech for Rohan Thage. We have Tamanna Gupta, who will evaluate the speech for Nandini. And we have Dhamadeep Davade, who will evaluate the speech for Shreya Bhalotia. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyesh, for all explaining your roles and responsibilities. So it's time for our prepared speakers. And let's start with the first speaker, Rohan. But before that, I have not seen Anshuman in the meeting, who is evaluator first. So
Toastmaster Ravi, we can go with Toastmaster Nandini first,
sure, sure.
since Nandini and her evaluator both are present. After
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
we can go with Shreya, and then
mhm,
we are shifting Rohan to the third slot.
great. Okay, okay, so Nandini Gupta. Hi, Nandini.
Hi.
But so let me introduce. Uh, before that, let me uh, let me bring Tamanna Gupta, who is her evaluator, on the stage to share the purpose of the speech.
Good evening, everyone. My fellow Toastmaster Nandini Gupta is going to give her first speech, which is icebreaker speech, and the details are path, persuasive influence, level one. Project is icebreaker speech, and she is going to deliver her speech with the title Discovery. And I feel honored to evaluate her speech, and I want to give you all the very best for your first speech. Over to Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Tamanna. So let me introduce Nandini first. Nandini is a chartered accountant and a commerce graduate. She is a reader, a bathroom singer, a self-acclaimed poet, and here trying to improve her public speaking skill. So Nandini Gupta, Discovery. Discovery, Nandini Gupta. Stage is yours.
Good evening, everybody. I hope I am audible and visible.
Yes, you are audible and visible. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. You can
So
continue.
good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and all distinguished guests. I named my icebreaker as Discovery because while writing this, I realized that I have never reflected upon my life like a journey. I have always reflected upon it episodically. So today, as you and I will witness this a series of episodes, we will witness the development of a character, a hero or heroine, me. So the first episode of my life I call as tomatoes, TV, and love. Now, why tomatoes and TV? Let me clarify in the very beginning because in my childhood, I used to love both of them a lot. So, coming back, on 27th May 2002, my parents got me, and my little cousin predicted my arrival like Akashwani. She's casually sitting on the veranda, said कि परसों शाम को लल्ली होगी, and परसों शाम को I came. Being the first child of my parents, I was really never short of love. My mom wouldn't let me cry so much that my dadi used to make fun of her कि हाँ सोने के आंसू है ना इसके. And my father would sing उड़ जा काले कावा तेरे मूल चुखन पावा to me every night to put me to sleep. And to add up to all this one, my sister joined me 4 years later and became my partner in everything. She added so much to my life, all for good. The one thing my parents was very particular about was my education, and it resulted that me, from class 1 to class 12th, always stood first in the class, and uh, except class 9th, in which I lost rank 2 and was too dramatic about it. In my family wise, I was reaped with love, hope, and dreams, and maybe attention. I didn't realize when and how I became a people pleaser, when and how I started doing things for a good image. And it impacted my school life. I couldn't say no, hence I was used. I did not have any friends. I was kind of a topper who was underconfident and lonely, the one who people feel are quite nerdy, that kind. But then I discovered Quora and I met him. And this phase of my life I call I am God's favorite child. I began writing on Quora, I began reading on Quora, I began writing poems. I was interacting with people and made one friend. And people, when you experience friendship after 17 years, it feels nothing less beautiful than the first relationship, which is already very hyped. I was experiencing for the first time what it feels to be supported, loved, and respected by a complete stranger. Anyways, meanwhile, my destiny or my papa decided that I should be doing CA.
Experienced this kind of killer and to use multiple times while we are speaking, and I will be presenting
Yeah, so I was I gave my CA foundation, my CA intermediate, and for people who knows the process, there comes the time when I had to enroll for my CA articleship. Now I wanted to do my articleship from one of the big four, but my father didn't wanted me to send to Gurgaon, so God sent COVID, and that's why I call this phase of my life as being the God's favorite child. Now I had a good experience there, but later I transferred to a local firm in my own city where I slipped. I made mistakes because I just wanted to have fun, so I was kind of lying to my parents for those office hangouts, and it impacted three things majorly: one, my parents' trust; two, that friendship; and three, my CA final studies. Fast forward to the time when I was sitting in my room, again in my four walls, with a pile of books, undone lectures, and all eight subjects. 10 months later, I had to give my CA final exams. But everybody around me, when saying that I should be going for one group, I decided to go for both groups because it felt like I needed to earn back everything. I on 9 January 2024, I became a chartered accountant, and it was the happiest day of my life. No, I don't know, like the day I lived in my mind thousands of times. When I was actually living it, I wasn't happy. I mean, I wasn't sad, but I wasn't happy either. I was a mess. Everything looks good on paper, 21 CA, good articleship, good grades, but I was confused. I didn't knew what I wanted to do with my life. My parents said that I should be doing UPSC. My friend said to go for a job, and I was watching Shark Tank every other day, so I thought that I could be the next Vinita Singh. But what followed was a year of mess, and after this long crisis, I entered into the final phase of my life, which I call peace, or maybe the beginning of the peace, when after over analyzing and overthinking everything, you try to live just one honest day at a time. So here I am doing that. So life, if you are a movie, this heroine is ready for it. Thank you.
Well done, Nandini. Great speech. And honestly, uh, we say many things, but one word is coming from heart, that is courage. You have the courage to say something. I really appreciate from honestly, and keep saying it what you feel. And yeah, you will be a great speaker in future. So let's give 1 minute to all of you to share feedback to Nandini, and also time for the evaluator to evaluate. So timer, please share the card after 1 minute. Thank you, Aina. So yeah, let's come to our second speaker, Shreya Balotia. But before that, whoever has open the mic, sorry, has opened the camera, or who are not, have a smile. I see that tense faces. Just take a 10 second and smile. Look how beautiful you all are. Okay, so let's enjoy the second speaker of the day, Shreya Balotia. So let me introduce Shreya. She is pursuing a career in finance, but her hobbies might seem creative. She likes to express herself through dance and drawing. So let's welcome Shreya on the stage. But before the speech, let me introduce her evaluator, Damdi, on the stage uh, for the purpose of the speech. Damdi, are you there?
Yes, I'm
So
there.
yeah, so you can share the purpose of the speech of Shreya.
Hope I'm audible to all of you.
Yes, yes, you are audible and visible.
Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, here I am, the evaluator for our next speaker, to mention something about the purpose and the nature of her speech. Speaker Toastmaster Shreya will be taking her speech from Pathway Dynamic Leadership. Her level is 2 and the project is 2, which is the Discover Your Communication Style. Coming to the purpose of her speech, there will be two purposes. First will be to learn about the different communication styles and identify her own communication style. Second purpose will be to share the impact of her communication style on others. Understanding these two purposes, now I am really eager to listen to Toastmaster Shreya's speech. Over to you, TMOD Ravi. Thank you.
Thank you, Damji. So before I give stage to Shreya, let me check her audio and video. Shreya?
Am I still audible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. And first of all the best. So, Shreya, from dialogue to discovery. From dialogue to discovery, Shreya, stage is yours.
Today, I want to take you all on a journey not to a distant land, but into the fascinating world of how we connect. We all communicate every single day, but have you ever stopped and truly understand how you communicate? It's like discovering your own unique superpower. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, let's understand all different communication styles with a hint of Bollywood twist in it. Imagine for a moment a bustling film set. On one side, you have the visionary director, say someone with the direct style, much like the intense, results driven Kabir Khan from Chak De India. He was all about the goal, the win, getting things done. He is decisive, focused, and won't shy away from telling what needs to be done. He values achievement, efficiency, and perhaps sometimes he might appear a little impatient if things aren't going his pace. Now, next comes the unwavering support system of the group. Think of the calm and steady presence of a character that we all love, Aditya Kashyap from WMET. While he has his own journey, he consistently provided a quiet, understanding, and supportive ear for Geet, offering her support without judgment and allowing her space to be herself. This is the supportive style. They are amiable listeners, the ones who create a relaxed atmosphere, always ready to cooperate and prioritize relationships. They might not be the loudest in the room, but their loyalty and gentle approach are the bedrock of every team. And who could who could forget the life of the party, the one who brings all the energy and enthusiasm to every scene. Someone like the charismatic Bunny from Ye Jawani Hai Diwali. He embodies the initiating style. They are social butterflies, full of ideas and always ready to make connections. They love to be accepted and thrive on praise and approval. Their pace is fast, sometimes impulsive, and they certainly know how to get people excited and involved. Finally comes the brilliant mind behind the scenes, the meticulous planner. Think of ACP Ajay Rathore from Sarfarosh. He embodies the analytical style. He is precise, logical, and systematic, often meticulously piecing together clues, not giving an opinion until he is absolutely certain. He prefers a structured, ordered environment and is cautious of his approach, valuing accuracy and data over impulsiveness. He is the one poring over evidence, ensuring that every detail is perfect before making it. Now that we all have understand the four communication styles, while I was discovering these different communication styles, I came to understand my own unique blend. Well, I saw a hint of each communication style within me, but the one that truly shines through and the one that makes me feel like it's my natural rhythm was the supportive style. Just like the character Aditya, who always listens intently, who values close relationships above all, and who strives to create a comfortable and cooperative environment for everyone, I myself find drawn to the calm and steady presence. I genuinely enjoy active listening and building connection and ensuring that everyone in the room feels respected and heard. I might not be the first one to jump for the spotlight, but I find immense satisfaction to a harmonious atmosphere and fostering growth and strong bonds. I believe that true communication flourishes when there is an environment of trust and understanding. This journey of understanding communication style is far more than just self-assessment. It's a profound step towards mastering the art of human connection. It helps us navigate the diverse landscape of interactions, whether we are in a boardroom discussing strategies or sharing a casual moment of conversation with friends. When we grasp that some people are driven by results, others by relationship, some by spontaneous energy, and others by precise logic, we unlock the ability to truly hear and be heard. It allows us to adapt our messages, build stronger rapport, and transform everyday exchanges into a meaningful conversations. It's about bridging gaps and building bridges, one thoughtful conversation at a time, creating a more harmonious and understanding world around us. So, as you all go about your day interacting with your friends, colleagues, friends, whoever, I encourage you all to embark upon your own journey of self discovery. For what's your communication style? Which Bollywood character you most relate to? Understanding this can truly transform how you react, how you interact, leading to richer conversations, stronger relationships, and a deeper appreciation for the diverse way we all communicate. What do you say, Toastmaster of the day? Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya. What a beautiful speech. And yeah, I mean, really enjoyed your speech. I can simply relate the stars you were saying of the movie stars you were sharing. And at the starting of it, I when you say Kabir Singh, that's why I was getting that notion 70 minutes, which is 70 minutes. I was just into that zone. So thank you, Shreya. So for 1 minute, everyone can share their views directly to Shreya, and evaluators can evaluate for 1 minute. Timer, please show the card after 1 minute. Thank you, Anna. So now it's time for Rohan Dage. Let me introduce Rohan first. Rohan is a B2B sales professional who deals in food ingredients. He is basically from Nasik and currently based in Delhi. He has a passion of traveling and playing cricket, and he is always eager to explore new opportunities and experience. So let's welcome Rohan on the stage. And before that, before the speech, I would like to I'd like to introduce our speaker, evaluator of the Rohan is Anshuman Mishra on the stage to share the purpose of the speech. Anshuman, please take the stage. Please.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ray, Toastmaster Rohan. So Toastmaster Ravi. So Toastmaster Rohan will be presenting the engaging your audience humor speech from engaging your audience humor path. The purpose of his project will be for him to determine his style of humor, apply to a speech that centers around a central message. And the member is completing this project is working to develop their ability as a humorous speaker and to better understand their own sense of humor. The member will deliver a well organized speech. The speech should not be a report on the content of engage your audience with humor project is what has been told to me. Timer, please note that the time of the speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. It's the level 3 speech of engaging your audience with humor. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Anshuman. And yeah, Rohan, all the best. So before I give the stage to Rohan, can you check your audio and video?
Am I audible and visible to you, Toastmaster Ravi?
Yes, you are audible and visible. So, Rohan Dage, 3 years in Delhi. 3 years in Delhi, Rohan Dage.
Thank you so much, Ravi, for, for the topic. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm Rohan, and this story which I am going to tell about me is not about me, it's about every one of us. 3 years ago, I stepped onto platform number 16 of Hazrat Nizamuddin railway station with two heavy bags. New job, new city, no friends, just bit of hope. And one heavier feeling in my heart, nervousness. I stayed in small PG in Lajpat Nagar. The fan made strange sounds. The paint was coming out of the wall, and bathroom was so much scary. I was already not happy, but I had heard about Delhi, about its street chats and desi street food. That evening, I went out for eating and saw a small momo stall nearby. The vendor asked me, "तीखा चलेगा भैया?" And I said, हाँ, thoda. He smiled at me in a very funny way, like he something he know which I don't know, and gave me a momo with bright red chutney. One bite, and I almost cried. That was the moment I know this is the official welcome of me in Delhi. I still remember, and red hot afternoon in summers. It was so hot that air is steaming out from the roads. Busy roads and auto riders almost denying my each and every ride. But one thing saved me, which is Delhi Metro. It was clean, fast, and it is blessed with AC, my best friend in summers. Sometimes I just sat in the metro and discovered all the places like Rajiv Chowk, Green Park, Saket. It helped me to see Delhi, and slowly I understand it. I explored many places in Delhi. With the time, I started feeling more comfortable. There was a tea shop behind my office where I went for break every day. On weekend, I used to visit India Gate, Connaught Place, or just walk around Connaught Place. And many times I took late night metro rides, just thinking and listening music. The city started feeling like my home. One evening, while coming back from work, I got caught in heavy rain, which is near South X. No umbrella, wet road, wet shoes. And that day, I got full vibe of Delhi. I stood under a tree, shared a hot cup of coffee with two strangers. I don't know how I shared chit chat, how I started chit chatting with them with no time. That day, something has been changed for me. I no longer feel like guest in the city. I felt like I was a part of this city. There was one more experience in winters. One day I was going to play cricket at 6 a.m. You wouldn't believe that there was foggy morning everywhere in city. I couldn't see the car next to me. Anyhow, I managed. Even though I wore two sweaters, still I was shivering. That was the great experience of winters. But winters brought best part, which is their Delhi special chole bhature. Everyone up for chole bhature, gang of chole bhature. Yeah. So Sitaram ke chole bhature in Rajouri Garden, that was the spot for me. With hot and spicy, a glass full of Delhi love, which is lassi. In winters, Delhi feels like slower, softer, and it feels like warmer in the world. But what made these years really special were the people. You. I want a big I want to give big one round of appreciation to all Delhi people because of their helpfulness. When I used to go to play cricket in my cricket club, one of my friend found that Rohan is quite interaction between me and Rohan. He's quite struggling for his English. And he only introduced me to the Toastmaster. He said, try it once. It's a fun. So I do it. And it's really fun, which I can say. My first meeting wasn't even in Delhi. It was in Gurgaon. I sat quietly watching others speak confidently, fluently, with the confidence. I thought, will I ever be able to do this? But end of that meeting, I knew this is my place. And that's how I joined Turning Point Toastmaster Club. Joining Toastmaster Club was the bestest ever decision in my Delhi journey, or I can say in my life. I didn't just learn to speak better, I learned to trust myself. I made friends, I felt heard over here. And now, when everything feels perfectly fine, it's time to move. Yes, next month I am shifting to Mumbai. New city, new story again. But it's not about Mumbai or what next. It's about this chapter, the one which I have lived here. To Delhi, thank you for every metro ride, every momo, every cold morning, and every warm smile. For teaching me how to grow, to how to stay strong, and how to enjoy small kind of things. To Toastmaster, thank you for giving me place to speak and people to speak with. I came to Delhi with no idea what I would find. Now I live with stories, lessons, and heart full of memories. Cities may change, but what I feel for Delhi will always stay. With that, over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Ravi Bharadwaj. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan. What I can say that I can totally relate with what you have said in from PG to tea to rain. All this happened to me also. I really enjoy your speech. And just also before leaving, do beat me. Okay. So
Of course, Ravi. Thank you.
okay. So yeah, for 1 minute for feedback to Rohan and timer. Please share the card after 1 minute. Thank you, Anna. So it's time for our next segment, which is table topic section. And we have one of the experienced Toastmaster with us, Mega Bansal, as a table topic master. So let's welcome Mega on the stage and let me introduce Mega. Mega is a practicing chartered accountant by profession and a family person by heart. She is full of gratitude for everything she has. She has joined Toastmaster for a dream that she had since her childhood, which is to speak in public influentially. And from my side, that I have to say that Mega is one of the helpful person I have met on the Toastmaster. So Mega, let me please check your uh, audio and video.
Hello, Ravi. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. Stage is yours for table topic section.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi, for the wonderful introduction. And good evening again, everybody. Now it's time for the most awaited session of every Toastmasters meeting. This session never fails to keep audience on the edge of their chairs. The drill of the session is I will be giving you a topic, an impromptu topic, and you have to speak on that topic for at most 2 minutes. I have made sure to keep the topics as simple as possible for today's meeting. So you just have to raise your hands and opt for the topic. A tip for you all, you can try to maneuver your content so as to include the Oreo approach while delivering your speech. So, if a Oreo approach is opinion, recommendation, evidences, and again opinion. So, let me start with my session. I would like each one of you to volunteer for the topic. May I have the volunteers, please? Okay, that's good to know that Nandini Gupta, our latest member of the club, has raised her hand. Nandini, are you visible and audible? Please confirm.
Yeah, am I audible and visible?
Where are you? Yes, you are audible and you are visible. So the topic for you is your favorite gaming memory. Your favorite gaming memory, Nandini Gupta.
Since childhood, I wasn't really fond of sports. Um, but I remember playing all those games which we used to play, like Ghar Ghar, Chen Chen, and all sorts of restaurant, which has nothing to do which in which you establish your own code of conduct and you play all the parts. But recently, I have started playing cricket with my brother just because he loves cricket. So I am watching cricket with him. I am playing cricket with him, and he shows me all the reels related to all the cricketers, and I am recently developing a font for cricket. So, uh, talking about gaming memory, it would be all those silly games which I used to play with my sister and with my friends in school. But recently, the memory in building would be playing cricket with my brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Nandini. You delivered a wonderful content. Now, moving on to the other speaker, Manoj have raised his hand.
Am I audible?
Okay. Yes, Manoj, you are audible and you are visible. The topic for you is benefits of games in our life. Benefits of games in our lives. Manoj.
Happy evening, each one of you. I have wished you happiness. And that's a byproduct of playing games. I've been playing a lot of games since my childhood. I remember as a child going in class 5th or 6th, I used to play kabaddi. And then joining a residential setup, I started playing all sorts of games. Hockey to football, volleyball, basketball. And currently, as I'm aging away, I'm playing badminton and sometimes I go for a run. And all this ensures I remain happy and healthy. And games also teaches us so many qualities. The team spirit, the ability to adapt with others in a kind of community sort of game. Call it volleyball, basketball. You need to cooperate with other people. It's not an individual game. And you learn how to cooperate and how to excel. The team goal becomes more important. In a single match of badminton, it is how you skill up to win that match. So all these qualities that you gain playing games helps me excel in my own professional and personal life. In fact, there's not much difference between games and the game of life. Playing games has taught me to take life also at ease. Sometimes taking it too very competitive, sometimes it's okay because sometimes you are going to win, sometimes you are going to lose. And that's the best thing I've learned from playing games. Accepting the result, but participating. So I urge you all, play any kind of game or the game of life and accept to excel. Thank you.
Wonderfully delivered, Manoj. I agree with each word that you said, and I just love the way you put together every benefits of playing something. Wonderful speech. Now, do I have another volunteer for the table topics? Okay, that's good to know. We have volunteers today. Sameep, you have raised the hand.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you say a bit more?
Yeah. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Right. Great.
Topic for you is board game or video games? Board game or video games? Sameep.
Board games has two connotations. One is board games which we play at in our office meetings. That is like a boardroom game. And there's another boardroom game. I enjoy all board games because it is a lively interaction. Whether it is a corporate setting where I can see people playing politics, and I love that. I'm an observer of people. It gives me an insight into how they think and operate. And nothing like a corporate scene because there's competition. Unlike Toastmasters, where we volunteer and there is no money involved as such, but there you see that politics, there is some agendas, there is ambition, and it is good. It is good to see that. And ultimately, it's everyone says it's for the company's bet, but we all know who all are working, everyone is working for, right? So it is very apparent what people think, what they want to project, and what is actually going on. So it's very insightful. And it also reveals me about myself also. I'm not immune to all this. I also play game, but I appreciate people, everyone who is very transparent, and I make sure to make friends with them offline also. So yeah, so it's much better than a video game. Over to you.
Oh, wonderful, Samir. Your different, completely different tangent of the word game was fabulous to hear. Okay, so now we have another volunteer today with us, Sadhana Ganjir. Sadhana, kindly confirm whether you are
Yes,
audible and
yeah, you're audible.
okay, you are audible and you're also visible. The topic for Sadhana is chess or Ludo. Chess or Ludo, Sadhana.
Okay, thank you so much for the topic. I would say Ludo is my game because I've been playing it since childhood and I have a lot of memories with Ludo. So definitely, I will always choose Ludo over chess because I feel life is all about memories, and I have learned a lot from Ludo, and that too during the this Corona times when we had nothing to do and we couldn't go out, so we used to play online Ludo, and that is one of the most cherished memories of my like the the Corona times. And be it Ludo or chess, both any kind of game teaches us something or other, but specifically Ludo because it is like it teaches us that spirit that we have to win, and moreover, not winning is not important. What is important is that what memories we make while playing the game. So definitely I'll always choose Ludo or chess. Okay, thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmaster Mia.
Thank you, Sadhana. I agree with the fact that every game teaches us something or the other. Actually, chess is a bit of a mindful game, and Ludo is on a mild side. So, whatever one feels like. Okay, so now can we have another volunteer? Okay, I will pick up the speaker by myself then. May I have Dhamdeep onto the virtual stage for table topic? Dhamdeep, are you audible? Like, speak something.
Hello. Hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, Dhamdeep, you are both audible and visible. The topic for you is, have you ever made a friend through gaming? Have you ever made a friend through gaming? Dhamdeep.
Just to confirm from the table topic master, is it have you made the friend for gaming?
Through
Have,
gaming.
have
Like
you
while playing games, have you ever made any friend in your life?
fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guest? When it comes to the games, cricket is the one which I always like and would like in my lifetime. Why it is so? Cricket is resonating with everybody's life, and that's what my perspective is. And when I was in my school days, I used to have habit of playing the cricket very regularly. On every evening, me and my school friends used to meet on the playground with our bats and our balls. And we used to play a wonderful game of cricket. So during this playing, and of course, when we used to finish the game, all of our friends used to sit together and have a wonderful timing. So here, during this game of cricket, whenever I used to play, I used to gather a lot of friendship connections. I could still remember Ramesh, one of my close friends. I met with him during my cricket gaming once upon time, of course, during my school days. And that's what the moment I could always remember that this cricket as a game was the reason to meet with Ramesh who was one of my friends. And that's about my one of the anecdote. Over to table topic master. Thank you.
Well done, Dhamdeep. It sometimes becomes difficult to actually gather the thoughts about the story about your life immediately, but you did it so well. Now the another speaker for table topic will be Priyesh. Do you wanna join? Do you wanna opt for the topic?
Sure, Mega, why not?
Megha, this
Okay,
is last.
Priyesh. Okay. Your topic is okay. I have a game for you in this topic. Two truths and a lie. You have to speak two truths and a lie about yourself, but you don't have to mention them. Like you don't have to mention whether it is a truth or the lie.
Yeah, I'm going to be very bad at it. Thank you.
You'll be great.
Okay, two truths and a lie. So, one thing would be that I like to walk for really long, like I can walk for an hour or two and I can just be that way. Another would be I have traveled to 5 countries, and the last truth that I could tell you, or a lie, that's up to you to figure out, is that I um I don't know which one to speak. Too many to think. Okay, yeah, I have just got out of bed. So that's the last one. Cool. Back to you, Mega.
Okay, Priyesh. I think there was a lie in either the second or the third one was the lie.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Ravi,
figure it.
do you wanna like decide what was the truth and what was the lie?
I think the second one, because the third one was I can see the face that he just get up.
Please now tell us what was the lie and what was the
No.
truth.
I don't know.
You
The second one was a lie. I have the, I have traveled to, I guess, not 4 countries. I'm just one short of that.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but yeah, I just woke up. I just joined in. That's cool.
Okay, friends. I hope you enjoyed my session, and it's time to wrap up the session and pass over the stage to our team mod Ravi Bhardwaj.
Well done, Mega Bansal. Have a, have a clap for Mega for what a wonderful session. Now it's time for another game, and I need a volunteer here. And Anshuman, are you there? I think he is not available. Okay. Then Tamanna. Okay. So yeah, Tamanna. The game is very simple. I think you may have heard it, but let me say it in a very simple words that you have to say a word, whatever alphabet I say. So if I say A, you have to say apple. So starting word will be this should be the same. And the rule is that you cannot repeat the same word. So if I say A, you have to say apple. If I say then again A, you have to say another word. Okay. So
Okay.
have you cannot extend more than 2 seconds. You have to say it within a 2 seconds to win this. And yeah, at the end of this session, the winner will get Ferrari also. Let's see who will win.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, let me start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think you are not spotlighted. I think the tech master, please spotlight Tamanna. Yes. Okay, Tamanna. B.
Banker.
C.
Child.
N.
Nest.
D.
Damp.
Z.
Zebra.
R.
Round.
X.
X mastery.
X.
Excellent. No.
Okay, done. Great, great. So well done, Tamanna, for
Thank you.
for the words. Anyone want to volunteer, or I should pick just one person and then we will. Okay, Sadhna. Okay, Shreya. Okay, let me take both of you in a quick session. So Sadhna, let's let's start. Okay, you know the rule, na?
Yeah.
M.
Monkey.
N.
Nest.
G.
Girl.
H.
Horse.
Q.
What?
Q. 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 Q जो भी होता.
Q. Okay. Quest.
R.
Rat.
Z.
Zebra.
Z.
Zest. I think it starts with J.
Okay. So, well done, Sadhna. So nice attempt. So let's for the last we have Shreya on the stage. Are you ready, Shreya? Okay. O.
What?
O.
Okay. Oval.
Q. Q.
Queen.
N.
Nest.
N.
N again. Nectarine.
N.
Nail cutter.
Okay. D.
Dog.
C.
Chamber.
N.
Nail polish.
T.
T-shirt.
M.
Monkey.
B.
Ball.
F.
Football.
F.
F again. Future.
S.
Shreya.
S.
Sun.
Okay, well done, Shreya. A great attempt. So well done, Shreya. Sadhna, And the first attempt, I forgot, as I have very good memory. So, yeah, it's time for our next section, which is evaluation, which is one of the good part in the Toastmaster, which you will never find in other place, which I like the most, is the evaluation from different perspectives. And to share that evaluation, we have that team, and let me call general evaluator for that evaluation, sharing of evaluation. So Priyesh, please check your audio and video.
Oh, thanks, Ravi. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and you are visible. Stage is yours for the evaluation part.
Thank you, Ravi. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, for the benefit of everyone, I'll try to evaluate. And for this, first, I'll call my tag team. So, for evaluating our speaker, Shreya Balotia, I'd like to call upon Dhammadeep Dhabade. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator, for calling me on the stage. And it's a time to go with how our speaker, target speaker, Toastmaster Shreya, taken it. However, I will point it out towards her speech rather than to her. So starting with this title, very interesting title she brought up with us, from dialogue to discovery, to accomplish her level 2 of communication style, to identify it, to elaborate on various communication style, and ultimately to explain how her communication style will impact to the others or people surrounding to her. So whether she met her purpose or not, what do you think, the audience? Whether she met her purpose or not? Yeah, thank you, dear Modi and others, to just show the thumbs up. Of course, she met, and that is the very well part. So that's why I will rate her speech as an accomplished speech. Right? Why accomplished? Because she made the purpose, and that was a very important aspect when she was going to speak on the given topic. Now, second thing which I really liked about her speech was that her structure. She started about a journey of a person. She specified the name of the person, Mr. Aditya Kashyap, and she explained about various communication style during that particular story. I don't have that much time to go with the story, but ultimately she concluded that this Aditya Kashyap was a supportive in communication style, and that's why I also go with the same communication style. And ultimately, why I like that much, because it will impact to the people and will showcase her style in terms of communication, and will ultimately uh, will influence the people, right? So that was something great. What was something missing, I found during her speech, that most importantly, when we go to the vocal variety, or maybe the way she was speaking, it was bit speedy. So my major recommendation to her is, can she just slow down the speed? For example, while communicating her speech, she could have actually stopped at certain level where her topic was themed about the communication style. So, audience, there are four different communication styles: directive, initiating, supportive, and analytical. So among these four communication style, I really like the supportive communication style. So that will ultimately convey your clear message to the audience. And also you can prefer to stand in your subsequent speeches to make it more impactful. So to conclude, her speech was accomplished. she accomplished the purpose, but she could improvise it in her subsequent speeches, probably working on her speed and her standing position. With that note, over to you, TMOD. Thank you.
I'll take it. Thanks a lot, Dhanvi. And that was a well delivered speech. Thanks a lot for that. You mentioned the good things and things that she could improve, and also like the new communication style. I'll also got to learn a little bit. So thanks for that. Next, help me welcome Tamanna Gupta, who will be evaluating Nandini Gupta. So over to you, Tamanna.
So, before evaluating Nandini's speech, I would request each one of you to give standing ovation to Nandini for giving her first icebreaker speech. Congratulations, Nandini. So, starting with evaluation, my fellow Toastmaster Nandini started her speech with a wonderful opening by saying three things: tomato, TV, and love. All these three things were excessively in her life because she loved the TV the most and she received a lot of love from her family in her childhood time. And further, she used personal anecdotes from her life. It was quite relatable to each one of us, I think, because when she was sharing how her mother uh, used to tell her stories in the night, and how like everything was quietly relatable to me. And the way you use the profession, your CA profession, and how you were appearing in your exams, and it was all relatable to me because I also pursued the same profession. And the most important thing of your speech was your body language. Nandini, I must tell you that you have a beautiful smile and you use that smile as a tool in while delivering your speech. And it really enhanced your confidence level while giving your speech. I remember you were sharing how your parents were, forcing you to give only one group, but you confidently shared that no, I will give both groups, and you actually appeared both groups and you cleared that. So in every part of your speech, you were showing confidence. I also have few recommendations for you. First is, I would suggest whenever you give speech, always give while standing, because it will give it will boost your confidence level. And you can also use the stage effectively by moving here and there, and you can effectively use your body language more. And the second thing, I would like to tell you that please try to use the voice modulation tool. I know, like it was your first speech, but still, maybe you can use in the next speech, like when you were sharing that you were feeling underconfident and you were, you know, feeling lonely. So when you were sharing these things, you could have used your sad facial expressions, and and how you discovered Quora. Yeah, and you started writing poems, to make your life interesting. So in these things you could have highlighted more by using your voice modulation tool, by raising your volume or maybe reducing your volume. Overall speech was good. You appeared very comfortable, and I like your conversational approach, because when you were giving your speech, you were not only delivering the speech, but I felt like you were talking to me. So I like your conversational approach. Overall speech was wonderful. Yeah, congratulations once again, Nandini, and I would love to hear more speeches from you in the future. I wish you all the very best for the next speeches. Thank you so much. Over to General Evaluator Priyesh.
Thanks a lot, Tamanna. Your feedback was quite engaging when you're delivering it for Nandini. I really appreciate it. There's one thing I would recommend, and that is for me as well, is that we sometimes use a lot of so's. We start every statement or a new point with a so. So maybe we could use different transitional phrases that would be more conversational and interesting. So that's one point. I think at least I can improve, and I'll recommend the same for you. And like, thank you for your evaluation. Next, moving on to our evaluator for Rohan Dhage's speech, that's Anshuman. So over to you, Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Rohan. Delhi. Delhi has so many emotions associated with a lot of us. Being in Gurgaon, being in Noida, and in Delhi, we have so many stories. And to see an outsider perspective from Toastmaster Rohan today, where he shared the Delhi belly humor associated with different street food, connection with people in Delhi, and definitely the vibe and the humor of Delhi. So, Toastmaster Rohan had to deliver a humorous speech. Did he deliver one? Yes, definitely he did. With a caveat. We'll discuss the caveat. So Toastmaster Rohan definitely had an engaging opening. He had a relatable and funny anecdotes related to how he visited, had an opportunity to visit Delhi, experienced Delhi Belly, had a lot of street food. And while he was describing it all, I could just feel that I have to go out there and have my bhalla papdi or papdi chaat, because I started to get those cravings automatically. So Toastmaster Rohan definitely took me to the streets of Delhi and made me imagine what Delhi is all about. And he added the contrasting humor of how from his native place to Delhi to Mumbai, what the contrast stands like, and how his perspective of uh, of the city coming from a non-native person can define the humor in it all. So if Priyesh is living in US or Tamanna in Germany, they might have their humorous take of how the cities there operate and what humor that brings. Similarly, Rohan describing Delhi as a city brought that humor out. Not just that, he had good uses of pauses, facial expression, and voice modulation to add subtle comic timing to different aspects of Delhi experiences he was describing. Toastmaster Rohan was moving with purpose, had genial delivery, and not just that, the topic was relatable, and as an audience, he picked up the right topic to address, making the smile hit home for everyone. At the same time, Toastmaster Rohan can challenge himself on a few areas to make the speech much better the next time he attempts it. First of all, from a pacing standpoint, Toastmaster Rohan was pacing the entire speech in an even pace. There was subtle, simple rhythm to it. However, humor or a story usually requires a build up. For example, you could have say described a Chandni Chowk experience, that you decided to visit Chandni Chowk, you were looking forward to experience this, and the day you went, when you relished that savory bhalla papdi chaat, the next day your stomach went awry. You were down and out, and you had fever the next day, and you were lying in bed just crying, oh my god, what has happened? So something on those lines, you can build up that humor, the story, so that the audience is able to relate to it. Not just that, you could have waited for the audience to laugh when you were by consciously pausing. I think the pauses were missing when you wanted to land that humor. So overall, definitely engaging opening. There was strong delivery, genial body language, and a relatability in terms of topics. Where you can challenge yourself is in terms of pacing, in terms of pausing for laughter, and overall structure itself. It was a fun, energetic, well-deserved speech. I wish you all the best for your next attempt, Toastmaster Rohan. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyesh.
Thanks a lot, Anshuman. Yeah, I always like your evaluation as much as your speeches. You are very well structured. So thanks a lot for giving such a well organized evaluation for Toastmaster Dage, Rohan Dage. Next, I'll move on to table topics evaluation, and that is for Utkarsh. Over to you, Utkarsh.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. I'll begin with the table topic evaluation. The first up was Toastmaster Nandini, and her topic was your favorite gaming memory. I love the way you kind of share your whole experience with your brother and playing cricket with your brother. It was beautiful. The detailed intricacies you brought about, fantastic. All I could say is, as a recommendation, is that try to be a little more vivid with your vocal variety. Try to have a structured approach. I know you've just started out, and I'm sure you're going from strength to strength. There are certain things I can talk about and say that you can improve. And I could see there are certain grammatical issues, like when you said font of, it should be font for something. So all of those things can be taken care of. Moving on to Toastmaster Manoj, benefits of games in our lives. I loved the starting where you said happy evening everyone, and then you said that's a byproduct of games that kind of brings in happiness and all of those. And then you kind of structured and kind of talked about your experiences with games, the kind of games you have played, and then you shared all enlisted and kind of vividly detailed about what are those benefits that you can get out of games. I think we talked about game spirit, and somehow ended up the loop by saying that life is also a game at the end of the day. So beautifully done, Toastmaster Manoj. No specific recommendations from my side. Moving on to Toastmaster Sameer, board games or video games. I think it was a very tricky topic, and you handled it beautifully. You had a one side, which is board games, and you kind of explained your side. So you beautifully carved out the audio approach. You kind of had your stand, and you explained it with some illustrations and examples. You had your reasoning, and then you kind of close the loop again. So beautifully done. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sameer. Moving on to Toastmaster Sadhna, chess or Ludo. Again, the same thing. You were very clear that you kind of like Ludo. I just kind of felt that when you said that you had a lot of memories associated with Ludo, if you could have just explained a few of those, or kind of really taken us those memory lanes, that would have been fantastic, right? So possibly work on the storytelling techniques, and I think you will be fantastic. Moving on to Toastmaster Dhammadeep. I hope I am pronouncing that name correctly. I think your topic was, have you ever made a friend through gaming? This was a classic storytelling. Like, it was beautifully carved out. You had, like, every aspect of storytelling was there. There were characters, you had a storyline, and beautifully well done. And I had so much learnings from this table topic. Thank you so much. Finally, Toastmaster Priyesh, two truths and a lie. I think you were put on a spot for sure, and I think everyone would be. You weren't expecting, to be very honest. You did try a fair attempt. I'm not going to say that. You kind of lasted for like a minute or so. I think a minute, if I'm not wrong. All I could say is that if you were given this topic, maybe once you're trying to elaborate on two truths and a lie, you could have spoken a little bit more, right? Taken up possibly 10 seconds to think those two truths and a lie, and then had like 30-40 seconds for each. So yeah, but fair attempt and very well done. Thank you so much. That's all from my side. Back to you, Toastmaster Priyesh.
Thanks, Utkarsh. Thanks a lot for that wonderful evaluation of table topics. Next are for reports, and then I'll call. So for that, I'll call for first for the timer report. Can I have them on stage? Aina Gupta.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible indeed.
Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
All right. For the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Nandini took 6 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Shreya took 5 minutes 55 seconds, and Toastmaster Rohan took 7 minutes and 12 seconds. However, for the icebreaker speech, only 4 to 6 minutes are allowed. And whereas Shreya and Rohan, they were both within the time limits. Then for table topics, Toastmaster Nandini took 1 minute 15 seconds, Manoj 2 minutes 10 seconds, Sameep took 1 minute 26 seconds, Sadhana took 1 minute 22 seconds, Dhamdeep took 2 minutes 17 seconds, and Toastmaster Priyesh took 1 minute and 6 seconds. All of them are within the time limits. For evaluations, Toastmaster Tamanna took 3 minutes 33 seconds, Toastmaster Dhamdeep took 3 minutes 35 seconds. Toastmaster Anshuman took 3 minutes 58 seconds. And for the speech evaluation, only 2 to 3 minutes are allowed. So all the three evaluators are disqualified. And for the table topics, Toastmaster Utkarsh took 3 minutes and 6 seconds. That is it with my report. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Priyesh.
Thanks a lot, Anna. Next, we'll move on to our counter report, which will show us like our verbal pauses and ums and ahs. So for that, I'd like to call upon Sadhana. Over to you, Toastmaster Sadhana.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. And a big congratulations to all the speakers, especially the first speeches, those who gave the first speeches. Okay. Nandini, I'll start with the speakers first. Nandini used 11 times, and your overused words are end and I. Then Shreya used for 4 times, and Rohan didn't use much of the overused words. Then Tamanna used for 23 times, and your overused words are and, you know, and so. After that, okay, for you, Priyesh, yeah. You use your overused words are you use a lot, and so. Then Anshuman, while evaluating, he used 7 times. And for table topic again, Nandini used 6 times. Then Sameep 2 times. All right. So this was the report as far as the AHA counter responsibilities are concerned. Thank you so much. Over to you, please. Toastmaster,
Thanks
please.
a lot, Sadhana. Thanks a lot for your report. Next, I'll move on to our grammar report, and for that, I'd like to call back Utkarsh on stage. Over to you, Utkarsh.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. It was a pretty much easy day at the grammarian's office. There were no glaring shortcomings, so awesome job, everyone. I have made a good note of all the vocabularies and the grammar usages used by the speakers, starting with Toastmaster Nandini. I love these 2 phrases that she used. That she used people pleaser and God's favorite child. Toastmaster Shreya used peppered a lot of really good words like decisive, unwavering, assertive, harmonious. Then the phrase that she used, bridging gap by building bridges, beautiful, Toastmaster Shreya. Moving on to Toastmaster Rohan, I loved 2 phrases he used, one bite and I almost cried. Try it once, it's really fun. So these kind of, poetic phrases, fantastic. Few pronunciation issues. It is charismatic, it is cooperative, and it is busy and not busy. Or sorry, busy. I don't know how it was pronounced, but it is busy. Charismatic, cooperative, and busy. There were another issue that I kind of felt. It's like given if you are speaking in other language, say Hindi, it's always better because we are an English medium Toastmasters club, right? It's better you translate. There's no harm in using other medium or other language. It's just that just translate whatever you're trying to say. So that's one advice I can give as a grammarian. The other the other issue that I kind of felt was when you use did, you always have to follow it up with the first form of the verb, right? If your did is an auxiliary verb, the main verb should be in its base form. It's not didn't realized, it is didn't realize. The other example I could give you is, it is not did you went go to the meeting, it is did you go to the meeting. She did finish her project on time and not she did finished her project on time. So we can take care of that from next time. Then I think someone said he has get up just now. He has got up, right? You have to use past tense because he's already gotten up, right? Someone said I pass over the stage to XYZ. It should be I pass on the stage to XYZ. So these are certain pointers I could figure out. Otherwise, very well done. It was a very fruitful meeting, and I pass the patent back to Mr. General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Utkarsh, for this wonderful evaluation. I'll have just general comments about the meeting. The meeting started on time. It was wonderful, and the topic of the day was selected by Ravi was amazing. He was quite engaging through all the games he engaged with us, and definitely brought me on stage. That was scary, but fine. And also thanks to Mega for wonderful table topics. I really appreciate such an engaging table topics. So over with that, I'll give the stage back to like Toastmaster of the day, Ravi.
Thank you, Priyesh, for the wonderful evaluation. I really enjoy the evaluation part, and it's the best thing to have it on Toastmaster. And hope all of you have enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, it's time for to give the stage to our presiding officer so that we can have a poll and get to know who who is the best speaker and other rules also. So yeah, let's welcome Aina on the stage as the presiding officer. Aina, are you there?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay,
I'm
stage
there.
is
What a wonderful meeting. A huge round of applause for everyone, please. Great theme by the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravi, and the evaluations were amazing. And with this, I have a small announcement to make. Due to some technical glitch, there will be no polls today. I am not able to generate them. I've been trying my best, but somehow not able to edit. Anyways, moving forward, we have one guest with us, Toastmaster Manoj. Can you please unmute yourself? Will you please share your experience with us? How was the overall experience? Did you enjoy the meeting? How was the table topic session?
I did
Please,
enjoy the
over to you.
meeting. I did enjoy, and I love the table topics. Also, the evaluation given by Utkarsh, quite insightful evaluations given to each one of us. I also love the evaluation by other evaluators of speeches. It is a quite a gainful experience for me. Thank you for having me over here.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manoj. Just one question. You are a Toastmaster, right? Or are you
Yes,
just a
yes.
guest?
I belong to District 98. I'm a member of Chalk and Dusters, a online club.
Okay, okay, okay. I hope you will join us again next Thursday, 7 to 9.
Yeah, if you can give me a speech slot, I would love to deliver one speech.
All right. As the VP Education, I can do that. I can give you a speech slot. Please reach out to me after the meeting and we'll talk about it. Now we have a Toastmaster who has joined back after a couple of months. Toastmaster Tamanna. Yes, I would like to ask, how are you feeling after joining us after, I think you took a break for 2 to 3 months, right?
Yeah, I took a break for 2 months. Yeah, of course, I'm liking it. And I already planned that I will join after 2 months. So I joined, and I always loved enjoying Toastmaster meetings. And yeah, I also enjoyed today's meeting too.
Okay, great. Good to have you back. And I hope the break, the much needed break that you were talking about, you achieved whatever you wanted to achieve during that time. Also, we have Toastmaster Nandini, who delivered her first speech today. I would like to ask Toastmaster Nandini, how was your experience as you delivered your first speech, the icebreaker?
It was good. I had to cut short my content a lot because I uh, actually had so much planned to say, but the already red timer was on the screen, so all gone. But yeah, it was a wonderful experience. I was on my nerves, so it was challenging. It was good.
Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Nandini. And we do not have any more guests with us. Icebreaker. And we have already talked to Tamanna and Nandini. So, guys, that is it with the meeting. I know we still have 10 more minutes, but I